Hello and welcome back to Bedrock Survival with me, Roguish MC. You might first notice that I look a little different. I'm not really that great at it, but I did customize my skin a little bit. So this is what we're going to be going with from now on. Just, a little haircut and a new t-shirt. Looks alright. Anyway, so, welcome back. We're in 118 now. So that means it's time to move from here. But of course, we can't move on without taking a look around first. So we're going to do a brief tour of the spawn chunks. It'll be super brief since we don't have a whole lot made here. But then after that, I have a tunnel prepared through the nether. That's going to take us 4,000 blocks in each negative direction. That's overworld blocks. It's only 500 each in the nether. But that should still easily get us into some brand new generation. And we'll be able to just, see what's new and make a fresh-ish start. I say fresh-ish because I'm not leaving all my stuff behind. I'm bringing an ender chest full of supplies, plus my armor and tools. So if anybody's expecting me to start over from scratch, sorry, not this time around. Probably in 119 though, so I guess look forward to that. But before we can get to that, we need to take a quick look around. So first things first, we've done a little bit of decoration. A few little custom trees. I'm not great at that, but I like how these ones turned out. You might also notice that the population is booming. But we got some custom trees. I made some coral tanks. I went with tough blocks and then various coral with some sea pickles. I had to put magma in this one and I think one other because they kept spawning squid. But either way, this area... Oh, love is in the air. Oh boy. Anyway, this whole area is pretty well complete. We have our central tower here, which is hiding the Guardian farm. I haven't really done anything in there. It didn't really feel necessary. I had to put a couple of tiny crop farms over here so that these guys could do their own population. But then there was the biggin. The Guardian Village almost to land bridge. So we're going to go down this real quick. And then we're going to check out what I did on the outside of it. See, strap in. This will be a quick ride, but a ride it will be. So there we go. I tried to make it as if the bridge had broken and been repaired. Broken in some age past and repaired by the people who lived over here. I actually think it turned out really nice. I think my other boat is still underneath the village over there, so we're going to take this one so that I can show you the rest. And with night falling, I know it's mostly safe over there because it's really well lit, but for the most part, I'm glad we're going to be in the water. So over here, we have this little quad support underneath the pool. I meant to do this on the other end, but I'm going to be honest here. I completely forgot to do it. But either way, I think this turned out looking really cool. And then we have the bridge itself. I'm gonna do this. There we go. I am very happy with how this turned out. It's like somebody came in like years later and tried to restore it with just the materials that they had on hand and were able to easily work with. And, you know, I threw in some cracked bricks for where the breaks were. And you saw it transitions from stone into wood. I'm super happy with how this turned out. I also meant to put conduits in every few, but I could only find 2 extra Hearts of the Sea, so, oh no! I got the width wrong there. Well, it's staying like that. It's fine. But yeah, so I was gonna do one final set of supports over here, but I ended up just leaving it like that. Much in the way that I was going to make these other 2 spirals thicker and fill them with glass like I did with those, but again, I kind of ran out of time to work with how busy I've been with my actual 5-day-a-week, 40-hour job. But in any case, let's get back to land. Oh, do I have a bed? I don't. Let me put my armor back on before we go back to land. There we go. I'll have to make sure. I think I left a bed in the treehouse, so we'll go back over here and we'll start there and kind of move that way. Okay, now that I have my game sounds properly turned up. So here we are at the gold farm. The tower structure is a design from GrabCraft by user Craftin RPG, and the farm design itself is taken from YouTuber JC Plays. It works fantastically, although on occasion the piglins will, once there's too many in here, will glitch through this wall, and I'll have to deal with them after the fact. But it's been a great source of experience for repairing my tools. Yeah, it's just been lovely. I don't know if it still works. I suppose we could find out really easily. Hold on. Yep, it still works. Okay, this is gonna take a second while I try to get this to shut off all the way. There we go. We're just gonna go ahead and let them despawn. Okay. So after the gold farm, we come back this way a little bit into the clearing that I made. And over here we have our mob farm. This is a natural spawn mob farm. And I built it with 118 in mind, because if you don't know, one of the changes that they made for 118 involved mob spawning, where now with mob spawning it requires total darkness. Any light level above 0 will prevent mob spawns. So I made sure this whole farm was completely pitch black on the inside, and so it still works perfectly. So there we go. If I ever need a general mob spawner, I can come back here and use that one. Yeah, I haven't slept for a while, it occurs to me. That bridge took a lot of time, and I didn't want to take the time to deal with sleep. Anyway, so phantoms aside, if we come this way, this is where we were farming dark oak. Further down the path here, and we have the stone generator room. Still works pretty great, although it works best with a beacon. I've taken that down because I'm taking it with me. I hear was an AFK fish farm. It required an auto clicker, but it no longer works. Now when the lure hits the lava, whatever it's caught pops up and off and then gets burned by the lava. Even though I have a hopper minecart underneath it, it can't pick it up fast enough for some reason. Over here used to be the cleric house, but the clerics vanished, and I didn't feel like making new ones. Still, all sorts of nether wart. Actually, I should probably take some of this with me. Perfect. Okay. So now if we come around here, we'll be able to just take a look at the rest of the base. So first off is our starter house. Nice little circular tree house. Looking nice and cozy up here. I did put a bed here. With nothing but chaos in the storage system. Honestly, not much of a system when it's this chaotic. But you know, the other thing I'm tempted to do is take this with me. This is our enchanting setup. A nice cracked geode with tinted glass covering it. It's a level 30 setup. And it's sitting on top of a kind of temple-like plinth. Over here we have a semi-automatic cow farm along with wheat and carrots. I haven't actually used this in a long time, but there's a bunch of cows up top. You feed them wheat, the calves fall down here, and then you can either take them out with a sword, or you can hit this button and they'll get auto-killed by lava, and they'll drop cooked food and leather. I'm gonna jump down from here. Dodge the drowned. Okay, he seems a little stuck. Can I help you? Buddy, I don't know where you're trying to go, but... Anyway, so under here, actually, there is a bamboo farm. We can check that out by going through here. Well, most of what we can check out is just the minecart. But yeah, we have a bamboo farm up there. And that is providing plenty of bamboo to make into sticks for our Fletchers. We're right over here. Both of them ended up giving me crossbow trades for their level 5 trades. I was a little disappointed in that, to be honest. Over here, halfway across this bridge, is the Stonecutter's hut. There's a whole bunch of stonecutters in there. I meant to get a whole lot of quartz from them, but goodness, it was tedious. So I changed my plans for that area. Though maybe someday I'll come back and modify it. But that'd be for me and nobody else really. Over here we have Protection 4 and Silk Touch, Librarians. In here we have Mending and what else do we have? Feather Falling. And Unbreaking. Unbreaking 2, but still. And it turned out, so this is a very bad mending trade, but it's what I had. I made some new librarians over on the other end, and I got a 20 and a 14. I was a bit disappointed. In the giant unfinished oak tree, there is a bunch of bee nests with auto shears hooked up. I didn't end up using any copper in any builds, so that was kind of a pointless build. And it's still not done and looks kind of funny, but eh. And then finally up over here, we have a secondary little cow farm because I get impatient, and a sheep farm. The nice thing about this particular sheep farm is all you gotta do is pop a lever on the back of this wool, turn it on, and then wait for the sheep to eat, and you can change their color. Since it's open air, that makes it a lot easier to modify. Okay, but that is all the stuff that we built over here while waiting for 118. So I guess the next step is to go through that portal there and go to a whole new world. Oh, manual sugarcane farm. And this at one point was a zero-tick kelp farm. I'm gonna take some more of this with me because fuel. Alright. Oh, also, I should probably take some of this with me too, come think of it. I can come back for this. But yeah, Dripstone lava farm. And if we go up here and into here, I made quick access to our geode. Lots and lots of amethyst here. And pretty close to Y0, so we could see what generated underneath this, if anything did at all. But, whoop, get on the right square. But we're not going to do that. We've waited long enough. Let's go through this portal and see what awaits us on the other side. Oh, okay. So we've spawned in a ravine, it looks like. So at least we got a bright spot. Oh boy. So we are at Y-9 in quite the cavern. Alright, so first things first, we need to make this portal a little safer. Okay. Now, I think first order of business, we try to find a route to the surface. Right? So we've come out many, many blocks below the surface. But I mean, it should still be doable, right? I'd like to see what sort of biome we came out in. So, I think we're gonna try going this way first and see if we can find anything interesting. So far nothing exciting, but man, this already just looks super cool. Just having these wide open spaces underground, you don't expect it. I mean, you probably should, just because, I mean, that's what this whole update was about, but getting to see it firsthand, because I didn't play any of the betas, this is really something else. I know I said I spawned in a ravine, but I'm starting to think that in fact it was just a windy cave. And frankly, I'm okay with that. This is seriously so super cool. Alright, well, let's check out this mine shaft. This is kind of dangerous because I'm toting around a lot of stuff that I could lose. Oh. It just ends. Okay. Huh. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to our nether portal, and I'm going to spiral staircase up to the surface. So I'm just going to follow my torch trail back that way. This all... Oh, I thought they fixed that bug. Anyway, this all definitely deserves explored. But we'll have to come back to it later on. Alright, so it actually went pretty smoothly until we came out in an ocean. So basically... Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to talk. Get out of here. So we're going to need to mark this so we can find it. Important business. Because we're definitely not done down there. And then we're going to make a little temporary base up here and go exploring and see what sort of land we have landed in. Well, it won't keep the rain off our head, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of Savannah, like an amount of Savannah equal to or greater than the jungle that we just left. And then a lot of ocean. Now, the game made me turn down my render distance, but I think it's pretty safe to say this is going to be just a lot of ocean. Oh, Lord. That was rude. Get out of here with that. I just recently watched a Waddles video where he was hunting for tridents, and he was having so much trouble just finding the drowned mobs with tridents. He really shouldn't watch any of my series because I'm constantly getting attacked by these guys. Okay, now I kind of want to see what that is. And what that is, that kind of looks like a shipwreck. Not very interesting to start with, sure, but still. Nope. I was tricked. Our render distance is only 32 chunks. Now that's not a lot. Why is he... Oh, he's not following me. He's in my boat. Anyway, it's only 32 chunks, so we won't be able to see a lot. But I think maybe if we climb to the top of that pillar there, or... No, why don't we go there and climb on top of that? And we'll see... I mean, I'm already thinking that this Savannah biome is going to be just as massive as the jungle we just left, but it'll be worth looking into. Our first destination is up there. Okay, so we have a vantage point now. We really can see an awful lot of Savannah, though. What is that? Okay, we're definitely gonna go check that out. But first, we're gonna come over here and see what's on the other side of this plateau. Because, yep, oh! Well, at least there's a village to work with. It's kind of a shame where our nether portal sped us out at. But I suppose we can work with it. Yeah, this is that's an awful lot of orange wood. Looks like there's some oaks over there. As much as I want to see what that is, I really want to see what happened over here. So we're going to go in this direction and see if we can get a good look at that. While we're up here, though, this generation, even though it's all Savannah, I have to say, this all looks really nice. Like, really nice. I'll definitely be interested to see what fresh new generation in a brand new world looks like. Okay, how cool is that? Man. I am loving this. And we haven't even really done much. And we've only seen a jungle, a cave, and a savanna. I guess in 2 different oceans, but yeah, I'm not counting those. Whoa! That's amazing. I think that's where the shattering happened. Because I think that's where the shattering happened. This is so cool. Alright, so we got some swamp there. And more, looks like some maybe dark oak with some more swamp. We'll take a closer look at that in the morning. Well, still seeing an awful lot of Savannah. There's another village there. Okay. I think that might actually all be swampland and not dark oak. Looks like some forest over there. Alright, gotta check this out. Yeah. It's always so fun. Now, one thing I'll definitely be looking out for is a witch hut. That is one of the best ways to get a renewable source of redstone and other potion ingredients, is with a witch farm. But it doesn't look like luck is with us today. Man, this... seriously, I'm gonna continue gushing about this. But this generation is much more varied and interesting than it was before. I mean, exploration on foot is going to be a bit more challenging. Pre-Elytra, a horse actually would probably be very useful, because horses can just run up these single blocks instead of having to jump. So we're gonna go this way and go up there for a better view. Wow. Sorry, I know I don't have the steadiest hands in the world. I think the last thing I want to check out before heading back to the ocean where we started is that bit over there, because that definitely looks interesting. I'm not sure what to think of it. Okay, I think this is what would have at one point been called the Jungle Edge. But I think now since they did some biome condensing, it's just called Jungle. And from a distance, these vines weren't rendering in, so it just looked like a few freestanding oak trees. Still. Ooh. This would be a nifty spot for a build if it was anywhere near where I'm gonna be. I mean, we're a bit more free to move around now, since we don't have to preserve chunks, but I think I'm gonna stick with where we are for now, and sort of explore the underground a bit and start thinking about a base build for this area. And we'll just have to see how that goes. And of course, we may pop back to the spawn chunks every now and again and use those farms or work on builds around there. Now that we're not restricted in our movement, it'll be it could be a lot easier, more fun to work on some of those. And not to mention, there's still a couple of farms that I would like to build around there. For instance, you all might have realized something that for some reason just escaped my notice, is that piglin bartering is a wonderful way to get quartz. And I never built a bartering farm, even though I have a hyper-productive gold farm. So, that's my mistake there. I could have gotten all the quartz that I needed. So I might just work on that and see about slowly converting the Guardian Village from stone brick to quartz brick. I think that could be a really cool long-term project, and see how it looks by the time this world ends, whenever that comes about. I don't know what the plan is from here, other than exploring the new caves. We got a pretty good look at what's on the surface around us here, but the caves will be high on the priority list, because that's where a lot of the cool, interesting new stuff that I'm looking forward to is. So look forward to some cave explorations and a cave build at some point once we find a likely enough cavern. But that will be for later. And until that comes, I look forward to the next time we play together. Have a great day, y'all, and enjoy 118.